to the greenhouse. Today I'm trying an experiment. I think it's kind of late in the season to be planting, but I didn't want to leave this guy bare. So I'm going to be planting some cool weather crops like kale, spinaches, and lettuce and see what happens. This is an experiment. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still brand new to this, but I'm determined to have some fun anyway. So let's go. All right, here we are going back inside the greenhouse. And depending on how well this works, I may have to switch over to doing some voiceover, but I just wanted to show you a few things really quickly. Every one of these mounds I've already gone and pre-poked some little planting holes just with my fingers. There's lots of organic material here, and in between every bed we're gonna have some dried leaves because you don't want to leave your ground bare. Never leave your ground bare, okay? So I've got my seeds here. I've got everything I want to plant ready, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so in my hand here I have some dinosaur kale seeds. I don't have very many because I'm only going to put a couple seeds in every spot here. These guys can grow to be pretty big, so I'm just going to put a couple seeds, maybe like 2 or 3 in every little hole, because we're going to have to thin these as they grow. Okay, now that we have all of our seeds in place, it's time to just cover them up. And so all I'm gonna do is just very gently, you can hear my ducks in the background, very gently cover these spaces. What I don't want to do is pack down too hard. Seeds need air, they need room to breathe. Probably shouldn't have planted anything there because that's pretty close, but anyway, now we are all covered up. My soil is pretty moist already, so I'm not going to water right this minute. I will probably water these in the evening tonight just before I go to bed. All right, so here are some Premier kale seeds, and I am going to do the same thing here. I'm just gonna go and do a couple at a time. Alrighty. And now it's time to just gently cover. So gently. If you're curious as to my planting medium here, and why it looks so feathery, that's because my chickens helped churn up this bed before we got it together. And I also use compost from my chicken manure. So another row all covered up. All right, on to row 3. This is going to be Bloomsdale spinach. I was going to do 2 varieties, but I decided to trim it back down to 1. So after this, we will plant our lettuce and call it a day. All right, and once again, we'll just go ahead and lightly cover these babies. Okay, that's another one done. Alright, for our last row here, I have lettuce seeds. There are 2 different kinds of seeds in here. I have black-seeded Simpson as well as Bib Butterhead, and I'm going to plant these a little differently. These are just going to get sprinkled all along the row because these are nice leafy veggies. We're going to thin them out as they grow. From there. And I know I've dropped a little bit of these guys here and there, so I'm probably going to have some growing in odd places. That's okay. It's all Okay, so I'm gonna zoom you in close. Lettuce seeds, I planted them in a line because these guys don't like to be planted very deeply at all. So I'm hardly even gonna cover these guys. I'm just gonna kind of tramp the soil that I raked with my finger back over. These guys like a lot of light in order to germinate, so light has to reach the seed. So all I'm gonna do is just gently rake my soil back over these guys, like very gently, just very lightly cover them. Give them a tiny little pat, and then we'll water. And that's it for getting all of the seeds in the ground. It's time for the final step, adding in ground matter or in between the rows to decompose, keep building up so that we have more things to add every time we plant to our mounds. Keep going. Leave the sticks too. Chicken feather. I have a little sitting stump, and every bit of space that isn't being used to grow something is covered with brown matter that's going to just decay and further enrich the soil. And of course, hi, they're just dying to get in. They want those fresh seeds so bad. That's the real reason the plants are inside the greenhouse.
Well, that's it for today. I'm all done planting, and now we just watch, wait, and see what happens